Good morning, student. I am Uma Shankar Singh, science teacher in Modern English School, Bihar Sharif. Today I teach you force and law of motion. So, in previous classes, you know what is force, the pull and push of any object, cause of force. When object pull or push, that is say to that is force. When any object that is push, that is applied a force, applied on force. If that object pull, that is also apply the force. That is force is pull or push of any object, that is say to force. Now that is relation in law of motion. Law of motion given by Isaac Newton's. In three law of motion are given. First law say to the first law say to an object and every object are in rest or in motion when applied any external force on that object are in uniform motion. Means say to any object are wants to in uniform motion when applied any external force or in that object. Means any object are in rest or in motion when applied any external force changes his position, but that object wants to are in uniform motion or in rest when applied any external force on that object. That is the first law of motion. Means any object that are in motion or are in rest when any external force are not applied, then object will be not change his position, not change his motion, but that object wants to, that is are in rest or in motion or in uniform motion, say to uniform motion. That is first law of motion. That is the first law of motion. That is the in law of inertia. Law of inertia is also through the these motion. Law of inertia are depend because the object are in rest when one object and another object, that is one object and another object placed, then if another object are in, if you are sitting on a bus, when bus are applied a force, then object are contact with that object and another object A and object B. That object are combined with that object. If applied randomly a force, then that object are reverse force are applied. When that object are stopped the reverse force, then that object are applied opposite forces. So that is say to the inertia force. That is say to inertia force. Means that object are in rest and that object are in motion. So that object means person, that person are in rest position, but lower the bus are in randomly are in motion. So that object applied the opposite direction. If the bus are stopped, then that object are in motion, then randomly that is stopped, then that is move forward direction. So means that object direction opposite, both are in opposite direction. That is the inertia force. Now next class discuss the second law and third law. Okay, thank you.